Okay, so we have fight number 7. We have Jack Barnsey Barnsdale versus Reece the Beast Cypress. Both these gentlemen have been in this ring numerous occasions, with wins and losses to both their records. A lot of people do underestimate Reece. He's carrying a few pounds, but he definitely does know how to shift that weight around and move with decent poise and skill, as you can see. Both these guys getting down there in the trenches straight away. So Reece pouring the pressure on, but Jack said, hang on a minute, I'm not having it all one way, so pulls back and does a little bit of decent countering. It is still Reece though pushing forward. Reece being a southpaw, that's a left-handed fighter. That means his right foot is the lead foot. Can create its own problems for their opponents because it's not something they would see every day of the week in most gyms. Jack's still in the game at the minute, but he's not really firing with any sort of accuracy, I think is the best term. He's firing, but it's only keeping Reece slightly at bay rather than actually landing and scoring any meaningful damage. Not bad little jab there though, although Reece comes straight back with his own counters. End of round one. So Reece, in my opinion, taking that opener. Definitely the more eye-catching work we've made. Aaron Davis once again in Reece's corner, with accompanied this time by Liam Lewis, I believe. Both have put their name down for Summer Shenanigans, which will be June 28th in Lincoln Fight Factory. Okay, round two, and it's definitely Reece again leading off, teeing off first and scoring the landing telling shots. Being pushed back by Jack, so fair play, pushing, making the effort, coming forward. But after an initial barrage, he seems content to relax back into a parallel guard with his hands nice and high. Not taking any damage, but certainly the eye-catching work and the effort coming from Reece. There we go, now both these lads. Decent left hand there that landed from Reece. Yeah, multiple times there in that little combination of shots. Camage quite tricky fighting in an orthodox position when fighting a southpaw. Often it's advised to keep your lead foot on the outside of your opponent's lead foot. That sort of gives you territorial advantage, and it brings them heavily onto your cross, onto your backhand. However, this is not always the case, and at this level, that's quite an undertaking to maintain that foot positioning when shots are being fired at you constantly. It's definitely Reece that's making most of the effort and certainly landing the more telling shots. Going from body to head as well, but it's quite a nice combination, good shot selections. To be fair to Jack, he did take this fight at short notice. I think he only had just over a week, maybe 10 days worth of notice for this fight, although he was somewhat training with the weekend group sessions that all the fighters on the TKO White Collar shows are invited to. Sadly, on this March Madness show, the main event, which should have been Eustace versus Gareth Wright. Eustace versus Gareth Wright. Sadly, that fight broke down, and the promoter tried to organise a replacement for Gareth Wright, who had damaged his knee, but sadly that couldn't be made. But it's still a very, very competent show and a decent 14-fight card. Bit more of an effort coming back from Jack there. Big swingings, sadly didn't land on the target, but he's definitely making more of an effort this round. Trying to slip and then counter with decent sized hooks from lead hand. Nice sharp jab. But it seems to be Reece's jab that finds the target majoritively. Reece definitely feeling his range now. He seems to be content to leave his lead hand quite low, generally down at waist level, to fire that jab. Has to be a little bit careful though, because you never know, especially at this level, what shots are coming from what angle. So he will be getting clipped if he's not careful. That was a decent one too, and he's coming back. Here he comes charging forward. Good effort there from Reece. Jack still content to go into that parallel guard, which is keeping him relatively safe, but not impressing the referee or scorecards. Last 10 seconds then. Can Jack pull it out of the bag and charge forward? Or is it Reece that's going to take the honours? There we go.
Fighting out of the blue corner.